Good morning, true crime friends. How you doing? Listen, okay, maybe I should start this video with an apology. Last night I recorded a video, right? Because I had a little something to say. Honestly, I don't remember what my original point was, but it went wildly off the rails. Wildly off the rails. And then the dog knocked the phone out of my hand. And then when I picked the phone back up, it had turned. So the whole video was me on my side. Child, it's a mess. But I feel like I made some excellent points if you didn't get dizzy from watching it. And I couldn't figure out how to fix it so that I was right way up instead of sideways. Listen, that's what I get for trying to film a video on the fly. When I'm sitting here with no dogs in my lap and my phone on the stand, it all works out fine. I mean, listen, it's still just me running my mouth about absolutely nothing. Is this news you can live without? Absolutely it is. But why would you want to? But look, hit the like button so we get other new true crime friends. And hit subscribe if you want to be notified for when I put more madness up here on the YouTube. So listen, last night I was talking about that drunk teacher. This lady has gone viral. I saw the video and I was like, oh, probably 3 other people saw this video. More like everybody has seen this video. The embarrassment, the humiliation. She didn't want her husband to know that she was drunk at school. Now the whole world knows. And I saw somebody online say she drank the equivalent of 8 glasses of wine. 8 glasses of wine at school. Isn't that like 2 bottles? I don't know how you measure. Well, I don't know how much is in a bottle. I don't know how much is in a box. Still, that's a lot of wine. And the fact that she wasn't just like falling over drunk or whatever after all that much wine, she don't. I wouldn't want her teaching my kid. She need to go home and report immediately to rehab, and hopefully. Prayers for that lady. Dear Golden Girls, please help that drunk teacher because she needs you right now. Anyway, so she's a mess. But also this morning, I was looking at the videos for, what's her name? The other day, I called this dude Thomas Branigan. Turns out that's not his name. I know it's shocking that I got something wrong, but yes, indeed I did. His name is Jared Brannigan. That's the dude whose ex-wife's new husband's friend unalived him in an assassination attempt, and the ex-wife finally got arrested, and everybody's happy that the ex-wife got arrested, but that is a lot of kids to be without their father because this one woman is petty and jealous and mad. But here's the thing, Mormon friends, y'all out here in these streets taking a beating. True crime? First, I was like, you know how like if one group of people gets involved in a crime, then the news actively searches for more groups of people similar. Like when the whole Alec Murdaugh thing took place, they were like, everybody was in South Carolina, like, what else they doing down here? And then when Lori Vallow Daybell did her madness, they were like, okay, what else is happening in this state of Arizona or Wyoming or wherever she was, Idaho, Iowa, whatever state that was over there with the potatoes. Because, you know, that's easy. They right there. But I'm like, LDS friends, Mormon friends, we not just talking about like the ones who have the 65 wives. Now we talk about y'all regular mainstream LDS. And I would like to think not all Mormons, because I will not group an entire group of people into one category. But LDS friends, y'all are taking a beating in these streets. Did you know that this lady who was arrested for the assassination attempt on her husband, it was not an attempt, it was an assassination completion on her husband, was a Mormon lady? I had no idea. She looked like the little quintessential housewife, not to be confused with the other Mormon lady who unalived her husband. As something tells me, now I have not read the Book of Mormon, full confession, but something tells me it does not say it's okay to unalive your husband. I just don't think that's part of doctrine. I think they also have covenants. Not in the covenants, not in the doctrine, not in the price above rubies. Or was that a Jewish movie? Anyway, there's something about rubies happening with our LDS friends. But this lady apparently, so this is the tea that I got this morning on this trollop, this 403, 304, 304. Okay. You remember yesterday when I made that ridiculous video, I was turned on my side and I was explaining 403 or 304. I couldn't remember what it was. It turns out I was calling it a 403. It's a 304. Either way, she a garden tool. This garden tool is out here in these streets. Now listen, she was like 20 something and she met her first husband, Jared, the unalived one. And they were like, oh, they were happy, they were cute, they were in love. But because they were deeply religious, they were like, before we get over here and do this horizontal mambo, we're gonna have to get married. Okay, fine. So they go ahead and they get married, they do the horizontal mambo and have twins. That's a lot of potency. When you're young like that, it's like, boom, boom. He just hit it twice and like multiples of babies. Child, stay away from men like that. I can't. Listen, I enjoy a little marital congress from time to time because I am a married lady, right? And like when my husband wants to convene a legislature, then I'm like, okay, you know what I can guarantee? Not getting pregnant. Certainly not getting pregnant with twins. Number one, because I'm old. Number two, because twins don't run in his family. Number three, because even when I was fertile back in the day, I used lots of birth control. But between the two of us, we still had 4 accidental pregnancies. So we were not that good with the equipment, but I'm just saying, I mean, he was good with the equipment, but we didn't have a bunch of pregnancy. Blessings to those who have wanted and unwanted pregnancies. Child, this video has gone in a whole other direction. But anyway, so first time she gets pregnant with twins. Oh my God, that's a lot of kids. And so they have the babies. And then they say, oh, she changed. Because after she got her little boom boom, she was like, that was fun, but I would like to have some Congress with some other people. And she started partying and doing all these other things. And he was like, okay, girl, nah. This is not in our doctrine. This is not in our commitment. This is not what we promised to each other. I'm going to just go on and leave you behind and find myself a new wife who is a decent lady because you out here trying to party and go crazy. And so she was like, wait, what? You're leaving me? What? So he left. And then like a year later, he found himself another wife. Seems like a nice enough lady. I don't know. The second wife didn't seem very murdery. So that is absolutely points in her favor. So the first wife was like, he got married? How he gonna get married before me? All of this cuteness. I am delightful. But she was a rich girl. And they say she had lured Jared, her first husband, by like going on and on about how much money her parents had. Ma'am, that's not how you get a man. I'm no expert in this area because I dated every loser in the tri-state area. I'm not gonna lie. I dated a lot of losers. I kissed a lot of frogs before I met my husband. Well, I mean, more like he met me, like he was after me because I was like, oh, he seemed nice. That's not for me. Turns out I needed a nice man in my life, and so I still have one. So anyway, she just got out here and started going crazy or whatever. After she had him, she wanted all the other boys. And so she's out here sampling all the other boys. But the way she got Jared was to lure him with her parents' money. Ma'am, I'm seeing signs of desperation, signs of low self-esteem, signs of undateable. Okay, fine. Now, if you are older and you want to date for money, do you, boo? You see you like a cute 80-year-old billionaire with a heart condition, I say go after that. Now, here's some tips. Make sure there's no prenup. Make sure his parents and his children are all no longer on this side of glory, because that's going to go better for you. That he doesn't have like a nosy lawyer, a butler, or whatever. That's going to mess up your situation. You don't want your money in trust. You want it to be paid outright. That means directly to you with nobody standing between you and your cash. I'm just saying. These are just some pro tips from somebody in the know. Also, make sure it's not family money. Now listen. This is what you need to know. You over here getting finance tips over here from the gossip lady. But if it's family money, as soon as that man is no longer on this mortal coil, that money gonna go away. Don't marry a billionaire with family money. Marry a billionaire who made his own money. Pro tip from me to you. So does that constitute me giving financial advice? That's just my opinion. That is just my own personal opinion. So anyway, she's luring this dude with her family money. And he was like, okay. Even though you got family money, girl, you not worth it. Got himself a new wife who was a nice, decent lady. As far as we know, I don't know. She might have been planning to unalive him too, but I have no idea. And they have more kids. And she was like, well, wait. He had 2 more kids with the new wife, and I'm still sitting over here single. So she started getting it in with this dude down at the gym. Okay, he was very cute. I was like, oh, okay. But miss, I have a lot of money. My family has a lot of money, whatever. He was like the maintenance man at the gym. Okay, fine. That's good, honest work. He was at the CrossFit gym or whatever. Why would you marry somebody who does CrossFit? Okay, but anyway, because that's like a whole other religion. So they got married. She started getting all these tattoos and drinking and partying. Unclear if there was drug use. Listen. Then people from the tattoo parlor or whatever have come forward to speak. And I was like, please tell me every single thing. So They were like, yeah, she came in looking just like your average everyday mom. And then she was like, I would like to get my lady parts pierced. What? What? No, You know what I'm not going to do? It's a whole lot of things I'm not going to do. I'm not going to camp. I'm probably not going to eat some food that people made in their homes and then bring to the office. I'm not going to do that. I'm probably not going to go in nature aside from to look at it in pictures because it's beautiful in pictures. It's not bad. It's not good for my health. I have allergies and stuff. Also, what I'm not going to do is walk into a tattoo/piercing parlor with a whole bunch of strangers and raise my skirt and say, can you pierce me? No. She just whipped it out and was like, I'm going to need can you put some needles in my nether regions? If this is a medical procedure, maybe. Can I be anesthetized? Not with like shots of tequila or whatever. I'm going to need a medical professional to show up in white scrubs because I want them to be white so I can see it's no dirtiness. Your hands need to be up like this. Everything needs to be washed up real good. And then possibly, she walked into a piercing and tattoo parlor and whipped out her hoo-ha and requested that it be pierced. Girl, you nasty. Now, for those of you in the audience who are of the nether region piercing community, good for you, not for me. I don't want to know nothing about it. You keep that right on to yourself. I don't need to know nothing about it. So anyway, she got her nether region pierced. I don't know what that does for you, but okay, whatever. Now watch, there's going to be 20 people in the comments like, oh, well, I got mine pierced when I was in the 2nd grade and it was fine, whatever. So, they were just like, she was wilding out. And then she wanted to leave Florida where they were living, but because of the custody arrangement, she couldn't leave. And so she was like, how am I going to fix this custody arrangement? And then her and her husband were apparently estranged or whatever. But it's clear that this plot to unalive her husband was well thought out. It happened like 2 blocks from the police station. Girl, y'all not good at planning crimes because it was cameras or whatever. Now, was there a camera on the actual incident? I'm surprised it was not a Ring doorbell because Ring doorbell is out here solving all the crimes. But there was no actual camera footage. But the dudes going to the scene of the crime drove past the police station 2 blocks away and were caught on video. So the assassin hid in the bushes, put the tire out, and they got the phone call. You know they got the phone records. Oh, they got all the Celebrate records. They're like, yeah, put the tire in the road because he's coming down the street now. So the dude puts the tire in the road. Here comes Jared driving his children home. He's like, oh, there's a tire in the road. Let me put on my blinkers. He gets out to move the tire. And this evil assassin unalives him with a bunch of bullets with his 3-year-old child sitting right there in the car. So, lady, let me get this straight. You had him shot up after your kids were dropped off, but it was okay for that to happen in front of the kids with the new wife? Girl, you going to hell with gasoline draws on. I am telling you, that is a mess. And so then, apparently, the new husband, this lady's second husband from the gym, drives up and picks up the assassin in his car and then you can see the car of him driving back up to the big house, to the house where they all live together. Y'all ain't playing this good. Yeah. Number 1, he should have had his own car. Number 2, a bike. Number 3, please tell me they use burner phones and not their regular phones, or at least a WhatsApp app, something. How they got this much information on you this fast? Now, it has been a year. It's taken a while to develop all these leads. But Court TV was breaking it all down. They were like, number 1, where did this tire come from? And I'm like, oh, couldn't it just be a regular tire? No. Turns out it was a tire with a rim, and the tire was very dusty. So there's speculation that, like, because it was so dusty and dry or whatever, DNA and fingerprints and whatever are going to be on the tire. Oh. And what tire? Because it was not just like a rubber tire, it also had the rim. They could trace that rim back to an existing truck. It's believed to be a tire from a Ford F-150. Okay, there's a million Ford F-150s, but here's the thing. The husband from the gym also drove. Boo-boo, did you take the tire out of your car and just put it right there? You think they can't trace a tire? You're not a true crime fan. This was this crime done well. This girl had money. She could have hired her like a high quality unaliver. She just got some regular bozo. And of course, they tracked down the bozo with the gun and arrested him. And what did he do? He immediately commenced to singing. Yep, it was this guy. It was that one. What other information do you need? Because I have inadvertently unalived a rich white dude who's like a tech billionaire. You know that in this country, we say, we prize children, we prize animals, we prize like all, you know, the underserved. No, we don't. We don't. This country, this society, this probably whole world worships tech billionaires. That Steve Jobs, I mean, he's dead, so it's hard to worship him now. But I'm talking to you on one of his appliances right now. Everybody loves a tech billionaire. You may not actively love them or whatever, but I guarantee you, you are using many of their products right now in your very own home. You might be watching this video on a product created by a tech billionaire. I know I am recording this video on a product created by a tech billionaire. So everybody loves them a tech billionaire, whether they're willing to admit it or not. And this Mama Luke has gone out here in these streets and unalived a tech billionaire. You would probably take less heat if you unalived like a president or a king or a government official or something like that. Our tech billionaires, child, they are sacred. People worship them more than they worship like their religions and stuff. So this dude was like, yeah. I'm not going down alone for this. So he was like, it was that dude. The new husband was like, yeah, so I see my buddy here is singing on me. He's telling you all about the tire and the F-150 and the plot and the plan and the fact that we didn't use burner phones or whatever. You know who else is involved? My wife. Here's the information. And as soon as the killation went down, what did she do? This lady was like, oh, this is terribly sad, and called the widow and was like, please don't talk to the press about this. My children are very upset. They got twins, boy-girl twins. He was extra potent. So she was like, oh, this is terrible. I'm now going to fly and live on the other side of the country and leave my husband back there in Florida. Ma'am, he gonna turn on you with a quickness. He can't turn you in fast enough. Oh, he says he's free. He said he would never, blah, blah, blah. You know what he's never gonna do? Sit there in jail while you out here free in these streets. He was like, oh, her and her money, her parents and her money are gonna get her a real good lawyer. Even if she's not convicted, which I suspect she might be, I don't know. I'm not the judge, the jury, or the executioner. But even if she's not convicted, forever, she gonna be that heifer who helped to unalive her ex-husband, a tech billionaire. It's not going to go good for you on the outside. It's not going to go good for you on the inside. This just not going to go good for you. You might have to move to like a far off country and you think you're losing custody of those children. 100% you are. I don't know who's going to take them. Your parents, his parents. I mean, by rights, they should be with their siblings. So that woman that you were so mad at, his new wife, she gonna get them. And you know what they gonna do in prison? First thing they gonna ask you to do is take that piercing out. So you went and showed all your lady bits to strangers for no good reason. Now that hole's gonna close up. It's bad business. It's bad business. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on whatever her name is. You know, I have no idea. Also, I'm waiting for the new episode of Fitch Files with Discount Mandy Madney, aka Jen Wood. Hey, Jen girl. I'm waiting for that to drop. Jen told me last night it was dropping at 4 a.m. She said before the rooster crows. Well, I don't know if the rooster has crowed. I was like, the Eastern time roosters, the Central time roosters, which roosters are we talking about? And she said Eastern time. Well, I was up at like 3:50 sitting here waiting. Have my cup of coffee, have my crocheting ready. I was ready to go. Headphones in so I could listen. And then 4, 4:05, 4:15. And I was like, oh, maybe she meant 5 o'clock. Miss Jen told me that she had the episode ready early. I was like, okay, come through, Jen Wood. Girl, we want to see your work. Now, did I call you Discount Mandy Madney? Yeah, I absolutely did. I'm going to own that because I admit when I am wrong. Now, I'm not saying I'm wrong to call you Discount Mandy Madney. I think that's a hilarious title, and I hope it is not offensive to you. So now when I say it, I'm going to say it with love because you're still not Mandy Madney, but nobody else is Jen Wood. And Jen Wood is out here bringing the heat. Now, she has got all the tea. My only regret is that Jen Wood is not over here sitting by my side being like, and girl, and girl, and girl, and telling me all the things that could not fit in the podcast. Wait, I should have Jen Wood on here to spill the tea. Will folks allow that? Has Will folks heard what I said about him? It turns out my whole life I was told don't talk to strangers. And so I don't talk to strangers. In fact, I mean mug strangers. I'm like, I keep a real mean face on me, right? Keeps it right here in my pocket. Put it on my face whenever necessary. But then, so inside, I'm soft and cuddly. I know you knew that. Me and you, because we hang out together every morning. But I'm like, still that Will, folks. So even though I'm a nice lady, I still don't like Will folks. I mean, honestly, I don't know Will folks. I don't like what I've heard about Will folks. I'm going to put it like that. Now, turns out that Jen Wood, she's all right. She seems like good people. She's still not Mandy Madney, but Mandy Madney is not Jen Wood. So still, we will call our girlfriend Jen DMM as a term of endearment because we now love her, mostly because she heard me talking bad about her, and I'm a chicken when it comes to like public confrontation. Actually, I'm not. I can be really kind of confrontational and combative if pressed. But see, most people are smart enough to not press me because you're not going to want that. Absolutely not. You're not going to want that. That notwithstanding, listen, what time is it? Oh, it's after 5 o'clock. So maybe the Roosters are up in South Carolina and I could find out what happened on the next episode of the Fitz Files, and then I can report it to you live at True Crime Lunchtime because that is my plan for today. I have planned my entire day around Jen Wood's reporting. Hey, Jen girl, I'm about to log on right now and see if the Roosters are up in North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever it is that she lives. And I'm going to watch diligently and I'm going to even take notes and I will report back. Okay, you have a good day. I will see you at lunchtime. I don't know what I'm going to do. If the episode is not up yet, we're going to figure it out soon. Okay, have a good one and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.